there is certainly the positive side of credit card companies. You can get points, you can get miles. I have money deposited into my kids' college fund. 2% of anything that I charge goes into my kids' college fund. There are good aspects to credit cards. Hey, everybody, are credit cards ruining your credit report? Maybe. Let's get to the bottom of this. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. And let's talk about these credit card companies. You know, it's come to my attention that it's just become a way of life that so many of us have really revolved around our credit card companies. It's been interesting to me that when I am trying to teach clients to hold money in abundance, that we on some level have applied fear that it's safer to hold a credit card in your wallet than it is to hold cash. I really want us to take a look at this because credit card companies, we're making all these decisions from a place of fear. And I want us to start looking financially at how can you come from an empowered place and not fear? Because the credit card companies are doing all this promotion of like, don't be afraid to lose money if you lose your wallet or you lose your purse. Like, hold a credit card. Like, we'll make sure that we guarantee that if somebody charges on it, we'll reverse it back. Why would a company do that? A company would do that because they know that they're going to make more money on you charging on that credit card and not paying your balance off than what they're actually going to pay out because you lost your wallet or and somebody charged on it. Because statistically, you're more likely to charge on that credit card and you're going to actually compound your debt levels and the interest that you pay these credit card companies than what they're going to write the check for because somebody stole your credit card and then charged on that credit card and got away with charging on the credit card. Are you following me? So that was one point that I wanted to make about credit card companies, right? Because that's keeping you in the trap of not allowing financial abundance in your life. I've talked about this before, that one of the greatest examples that I have for 20 plus years used, that no matter what country you're in, I want you to take, so for the United States, if it's a US dollar, so take a $100 bill and put it in your wallet and don't spend it at all. Now, if you carry any credit card balances whatsoever, this is a really good test because we have spending more than what we make because we're processing our emotions in most cases. It's like you create a spending hangover and then you get in this trap and you can't get out of the trap. And that's how your debt and the system controls your life. You don't want to do that. That's terrible. It's like, why do you want somebody else to control your life? Okay, I'm not going to bark at you too much because it's just been the system that's set up and we can relieve all that shame, blame, guilt, and judgment around that because, honest to God, it doesn't matter. Reality is what it is, and there's really nothing you can do about it. Just accept the reality of what you've created on your credit cards and start to really see how much the credit card companies may be helping you stay stuck. And one of the ways, like I mentioned, is the fact that like you have this fear that you can't hold cash in your wallet because that's dangerous. It's dangerous to hold cash in your wallet because I've verbally had so many people tell me this, particularly in the last couple of years. It's got my radar up. And I'm like, really smart people that make really good incomes that just don't feel like that it's safe to keep cash in your wallet. Well, define safe. Is it safe for you to have another company where you're paying 14, 15, 20% interest to? Is that good? Is that safe for you? No, it could be a runaway train. Let's take another perspective of credit card companies. All right. There is certainly the positive side of credit card companies. You can get points. You can get miles. I have money deposited into my kid's college fund. 2% of anything that I charge goes into my kid's college fund. There are good aspects to credit cards. But to stay in your financial empowerment, you need to make sure the credit cards are paid off every month. And the challenge is most of us will slide a credit card to spend on something more than we would actually have people pay cash for. If you had $500 and you were walking in somewhere, you'd think twice about buying that thing for $500 if you were handing over five $100 bills versus sliding the credit card where it doesn't land in your system. So this is the number 2 that I want you to actually think about. That would you be spending that same amount of money if you weren't sliding a card? Like if you had cash, would you do that? Test yourself. I guarantee you're not going to spend the same amount of money. You're going to think twice. It's going to hit the pocketbook a little more. No different. Let's take it at a big level. It's no different than if you had money for a car because you have your own car fund and you've saved up your own car because that's creating debt just like a credit card. Would you buy the same car if you were turning over $75,000 for that huge SUV? Maybe. Majority of people would probably be maybe not. There would be things that you would say probably aren't as important to you. And you'd step in more with your power when you went in to negotiate for that car if you're handing over a raw check of cash than you would be if you just finance. You're like, it's financed. Yeah, because then I can handle $700 a month or whatever the number is, right? This is where I want you to start to re-engineer your thinking behind these debt structures. And if you are a person that really has a lot of the debts, student loans, car loans, family loans, 401k loans, credit cards, it just means that you're not able to hold money in abundance. And the third thing that I really want you to think about from a credit card company is, do you know the optimal way to optimize your credit score is to actually charge 30% of what your revolving credit is and then pay it off every single month? So if you have $1,000 credit line, charge $300 and pay it off every month. $300, pay it off every month. So where's the trap? You ready? Do you guys know what the trap is? The trap is you actually get credit line increases because you're a good student. You showed up really great. Well, here's the challenge. You're not optimizing your credit score anymore because if your credit score goes from 1,000 to 2,000, now you have to charge $600 a month and pay it off in full every month to optimize your credit score. So if your credit line is increasing for good behavior, you're actually shooting yourself in the foot. Did you know that? Most people don't know that. Really smart people don't even know that. So I want you to think twice about these things because it's super important for you to dig down deep and look at holding the credit card companies accountable to, I appreciate the fact that you gave me a credit line increase, but guess what? No, thank you. No, thank you. Because it positions you to be unlucky on your credit score. And then you're wondering, why is my score not there? Well, it's because you're not charging 30% and paying off every single month. So these are out of the box things to be mindful of how it's financially affecting your world. Okay? Hope you like these quick little tips today. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell because I'm going to help you get to a life that you love because you matter. And go to juliemurphy.com, all kinds of blogs, videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are here to help. And if you do want a copy of my book, Awaken Your Wealth, you can go to awakenyourwealthbook.com. You can get it for free. You just have to pay for your own shipping. And we're going to have a funnel for that for the Emotion Behind Money book soon as well. And I have my third book coming out shortly. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.